So I've noticed an upward trend in a certain kind of remote job that doesn't require a whole lot of experience to start out, and quite often they don't even require a degree, and they're usually pretty good payers. So the job I'm talking about is trust and safety and fraud detection. Now, even though the titles are different, the main responsibility is basically the same. You'll be making sure the platform is safe to be used by all users, everybody's abiding by the rules and regulations, and you'll address any trust, safety, and fraud concerns. So you might be thinking you need a lot of experience for this kind of job, but I have 4 jobs I'm going to share for you, all in the trust and safety fraud detection area, where they're not asking for a whole lot of experience and none of them require a degree. Some of them might want you to have a little bit of customer service experience, and a couple of them might want you to have a little bit of data analytics experience. But for the most part, you really don't need to know a whole lot to get started in this career. And what's really cool, these are pretty good paying jobs too. So you can make anywhere from $20 per hour, and one of these jobs could pay up to just under $100 per hour. So we're going to jump right into them, starting with a company called Dojo. They're an education technology company, and they just make it easier for teachers, students, and families to communicate with one another. Today they have an opening for a trust and safety support specialist. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States, or if you live in San Francisco, you can work out of that office. So I'm going to scroll down this job lead to see if they tell us how much they pay, and I don't see it, so I had to do a little bit of research. And it looks like trust and safety specialists tend to make between $52,000 and $85,000 per year, which comes to between $25 and $40.86 per hour. But because the job I'm talking about today is more entry-level in nature, you more than likely will be making closer to the $52,000 salary. However, that's just an estimate. How much you'll make, you'll have to work out with them when negotiating your salary, but at least you have a starting point. So Dojo is hiring a trust and safety specialist to handle safety tickets coming from a variety of users. And those users can be parents, teachers, tutors, school leaders, children, and even government bodies. You'll accurately respond to escalated customer support tickets in a timely fashion, identify and document product and process improvements while enhancing the documentation and training materials of the privacy, safety, customer support protocols, and you'll also work with legal, trust and safety, product teams, and leadership to respond to highly sensitive issues. So to qualify for this job, they'd like you to have at least 3 years experience responding to escalated customer service requests with ticketing software such as Zendesk. They'd like you to be comfortable handling sensitive communications and subject matter. You have excellent written and verbal communication skills. You're comfortable managing your own schedule, and you want to work in a fast-moving company with high expectations. And they tell us you might be a good fit for this job if you have previous exposure to child safety issues as a social worker, teacher, or member of law enforcement, you've worked in trust and safety before, and you're familiar with no-code workflow tools such as Zapier, OneTrust, or Airtable. So that's pretty much it for this job. This one has the potential to pay between $25 and $40 per hour. If you like this one, check out the link in the description below this video, job number 1. Okay, so job number 2 is with Pinterest. We all know Pinterest. They're looking for a data analyst level 2, trust and safety. This is a full-time remote position for anyone anywhere within the United States, and I'm just going to scroll down this job lead to show you the salary, which is between $96,900 and $200,000 per year. So that comes to between $46.58 and $96 per hour, which is actually pretty amazing because they're not asking for a degree and they're really not asking for a whole lot of experience either. They would like you to have experience using quantitative analysis to identify areas of improvement and influence business decisions. You have experience extracting data from SQL or comparable languages. You have knowledge of business intelligence tools like Tableau. You can creatively develop new processes, conduct analysis, and provide recommendations. And they'd like you to have at least 4 years of relevant experience in the field of data and analytics. So did you notice they're not requiring a degree for this high-paying job, and they didn't even say you need to have any trust and safety experience. So what are you going to do on a regular basis? You'll conduct analysis and provide technical guidance to support business integrity and trust and safety teams. You'll develop metrics, reporting structures, and dashboards that help measure and improve operational performance. Partner with other technical team members to standardize and improve existing data sources and reporting processes. You'll identify operational pain points and collaborate with cross-functional teams such as engineering, product, and policy to improve user experience, drive operational improvements, and create transparency reporting. So remember, this one pays between $96,900 and $200,000 per year. If you like this one, this is job number 2. You can find the link below. Okay, so I'm going to get into the next job, but first I want to quickly remind you to please subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell, and make sure to turn on all notifications. That way you'll get all the job leads I post as soon as I post them. So that brings us to our third job. This one comes to us from Gametime. So Gametime is a mobile ticket marketing app, and they have an opening for a fraud review specialist. And this is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States. And like I always do, I'm going to scroll down to show you how much this one pays, which is $20 per hour. So that's not bad because this seems like a really easy kind of job. They're not asking for a whole lot. They would like you to have strong verbal and written communication skills. You have attention to detail abilities, and you're able to manage varying workloads and deadlines. In this role, you'll be responsible for processing chargeback disputes and manually reviewing orders that have been declined for fraud by the fraud provider. You'll also review for false positive identifications of fraud and assist those people who have been falsely accused purchase tickets. And during high volume periods, you might even handle inbound calls regarding trust and safety. So that means you'll communicate with fan happiness, ticketing ops, and other departments within the company to facilitate ticket purchases. You'll also communicate with fans when an unrecognized transaction is escalated. So what all that means is you'll resolve ticket purchase issues as related to fraud, you'll identify causes of wrongful cancellations or other undesirable situations, you'll document actions, processes, and policies around fraud detection and ticket procurement, and provide information to the dispute team to successfully resolve ticketing issues. So this is job number 3. It pays $20 per hour. If you like this one, you can find the link in the description below this video. Instacart is looking for a fraud and identity specialist. This is a 6-month contract position. You'll be working 40 hours per week. You may even do overtime, and they might want you to even work an occasional weekend day. So I've seen this job listed on their careers page for several weeks, but I know Instacart gets rid of all the jobs when they've been posted. They're no longer listed on the careers page, but because this one is still on their careers page, I'm believing it's still available. So if this job interests you, definitely apply for it. So as we scroll down this job lead, we see they'll pay $23 per hour. So in this job, you'll take a customer-first approach to ensure the company is compliant with all local, state, and federal regulations regarding grocery fulfillment. You'll be responsible for executing on processes critical to ensuring the Instacart platform remains secure, safe, and stable for all users. So to do that, you'll identify fraud patterns and conduct investigations to deter fraudulent and suspicious activities. You'll maintain a queue of inbound customer appeals and recognize and present opportunities to improve and drive tasks to full resolution. You'll complete live and historical data reviews and do other repetitive operational tasks. So they're looking for someone who has 1 to 2 years of professional experience, ideally in a fast-paced setting in fraud, data processing, or support-related fields, or a strong academic record. You need strong verbal and written communication skills. You have a positive attitude. You're able to make critical decisions quickly. You're able to operate with a high degree of confidentiality, and they'd like you to be able to work weekends or holidays. And they list some preferences, and these are just preferred, they're not required. They prefer you're familiar with Zendesk or similar tools. They also prefer you're proficient with Excel and Google Sheets, and they prefer you have an understanding of the gig economy. Again, those 3 things are just preferred, they're not required. So if you like this $23 an hour job, you can find the link below. This is job number 4. So I have more jobs that don't require a whole lot of experience. If you want to check them out, you can find them in this video right here. Good luck to all of you who apply. Hopefully one of these jobs will work out for you. And as always, thank you so much for popping in, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.